like me, you know that you need to eat your greens, but I don't like a plain salad. I like something on it, and I used to just drown my salad in ranch style salad dressing, which is high in fat. And since John and I have given up all the free fats, we came up with this recipe, and it is not only not fattening, but it is good for you. It has a lot of omega-3 fats in it, which are healthy for your heart. And the first step to this is to put together your seasoning. I like to put together a good sized batch, and I keep it in an airtight jar in the cupboard so that when I want to make a salad, I have everything I need. And in this mixture is 3 tablespoons of garlic powder, 6 tablespoons of onion powder, 2 tablespoons of basil, 6 tablespoons of parsley, 1½ teaspoons of celery salt, 2 tablespoons of salt, and 2 tablespoons of a pepper substitute. This is by Vegetarian Express, and it's really good. It has a nice peppery flavor without the burn. And you want to use this instead of regular pepper because pepper is an irritant which can be encourage the growth of cancer. So use this instead of pepper. And then it's got 12 tablespoons of oregano and 1½ teaspoons of thyme. And I like to use powdered thyme. I get this at the Smart & Final. I get that and the ground oregano. By using the ground stuff, I think the flavor of the herbs mixes a little better with the seasoning, with the other seasoning. Now that I have that all together, what we need is a little jar. I like to save these little pimento jars, and then I use them for mixing our salad dressings. And for this recipe we want 1/8 of a cup of water. And now I'm a migraine sufferer, so for today I'm going to leave the lemon out of my recipe, out of what I'm making for myself. But this recipe calls for the juice from half a lemon. You just squeeze it, and I have a little cup here. Just squeeze it, pour it into your water, and then to that you're going to add a pinch of salt. This is a nice salt. It's a Himalayan pink salt. It's really pretty and tastes good. Then let's see, the next ingredient is 1/4 of a teaspoon of our Italian seasoning. Just pour that in, and then 1/2 teaspoon of well-ground flaxseed meal. I ground this fresh this morning using my mill. I use this not for coffee, but for things like flaxseed and other seasoning. So I just put all that in there and then shake it up. You can adjust the thickness by reducing the water, especially if you're going to use the lemon juice. You probably want to reduce the water. When I make it for John, I usually put in about half the amount of water, which would be 1 tablespoon of water, and then add that to the lemon juice. And this looks and tastes really, really good on a green salad. And it livens it up, and you don't have to torture yourself with nasty tasting greens. Now, I was at the farmer's market this last week, and one of the farmers gave me a free sample of sorrel. This is what it looks like. It looks kind of like spinach, sort of, but longer leaves and a little bit lighter color. And he wanted me to try it. I'd never had it before. And I'm sharing this with you now because I love the flavor. And it has a kind of a lemony taste to it. So since I can't use citrus in this recipe, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put some of this sorrel in the greens, and it's going to give me that lemony taste. And it'll make a great replacement for a lemon or vinegar. And so I'm going to try that today. So here's my greens. I have my sorrel on top here. I have some kale, some purple kale, and some arugula. I love the arugula. It really spices up a nice salad. And there is a leaf of lettuce down in the bottom. On top of this I'm going to put a tomato and some other veggies. And here's my salad. I'm going to add a little baby turnip to this. Now I know some people are of the opinion that white vegetables are not nutritious. And they tell you, oh, you gotta eat your greens but leave all the white veggies alone. But actually the white has nutrition all its own, and we shouldn't neglect any of the colors. The more colorful your salad, the more nutritious it's going to be. I really like this little slicer. I got this at the Asian market. And there's my salad. Doesn't that look delicious?